Iowa Fireworks Farm is Iowa's largest fireworks store. 6,000 square feet of hand-picked fireworks, over 50 brands and 1,300 different products to choose from. But they're also family-owned and operated. Iowa Fireworks Farm is the one stop you need to make before July 4th. You'll find them just south of the Metro. Take I-35 to exit 43 at New Virginia. Head east and look for the Big Red Barn. At Iowa Fireworks Farm, the toughest part will be deciding what not to buy.
Welcome to another happy hour with Keith and Jenny. We're glad you're with us. Have a little cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Can I get you a bigger glass?
No, this one fits my baby hands.
You're little tiny.
Go like that.
Yeah. I don't even have big hands.
Neither do I.
Yeah, look at that. Jeez, that makes me feel like I have small hands. When I used to hold a football, it was hard in the rain because small hands, baby hands. But now I feel like I have ginormous mitts. All right, glad to have you with us for a happy hour with Keith and Jenny. What kind of feedback did you get on show one?
It was mostly good. I think there were a couple people that have an affinity for Get and Go. God knows why, but that's fine. Let's move on past Get and Go.
I stop at Get and Go.
No, you don't.
I do occasionally. Yes, I do. It's the only option. I might get some gas there, a canned drink.
Or because you want a Scarface lighter. There's zero things you want there.
I don't go there for like coffee or a fountain pop, but they have some options.
No one does.
They have some options.
No one does.
All right, why don't we get to this week's talking point? Talking point this week is Facebook types. You know they're out there. Almost everyone has been on Facebook at some point. Has everyone been? Everyone's been on Facebook at some point.
Most.
And I think most people are still on it.
And if you haven't been, you're aware.
Yeah, you know Facebook.
My
and
parents,
you know
for example, aren't on, but they're very aware.
Facebook types. You know the Facebook types. So, Jenny, you made a little list at my request of Facebook types, because this does come up from time to time. Who's number one? Not number one. We're not ranking them, but who's at the top of your list?
The first one I wrote down, so it must be top of mind, is the oversharer.
Well, this seems obvious from the name. I mean, this person overshares. It's just too much information. Like, why are you revealing to people on Facebook that you had a corn removed from your foot today? And
then they just proceed with throwing their bloody stump up there, and nobody wants to see your corn fed foot.
Well, now it's your corn shed look because the corn has been removed. But yeah, and some people, sometimes the overshare, not only will they tell you that they had a corn removed, they'll have like a series of photos showing you the procedure that was done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to see that.
It's not right.
Yeah, another example of oversharing would be just like somebody tells you all about their personal life and what's gone on, and that they're in a fight. Oof. And sometimes they'll even like out their wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend.
That right, the overshare can kind of cross over to the Facebook fighter, like the public fight.
Oh, yeah.
So we've now moved on to the next kind of Facebook poster.
What is that?
Like the public fighter fighting on
the
Facebook.
Scrapper.
The Facebook Scrapper.
It's Facebook Scrapper.
Yeah.
And that works on a couple levels. One is like in a spat with somebody on Facebook, and you're telling everybody else about it.
Yeah, but you don't mention people by name. But then if you kind of have an inkling of, ooh, I wonder if it's about so-and-so. Like, that's when I pause Netflix or Prime Video, and I'm like, let me go look on this person's page to try and figure out if they're talking back. It's real good.
Because there's a different kind of scrapper, and maybe this comes up in one of your other Facebook types, but that's the person that no matter what is going on in a thread of positivity, they have to come in and just launch a douche bomb. Like they just throw it right into the middle of the thread. Like say everybody's just raving about Brock Purdy. Let me put it in sports terms. And then somebody comes in and
just says he's overrated.
Or just, I tell you what he never did is beat Iowa. Just they have to come in with something to just stir the horde, just shake it up a little bit, stir it up.
People do that to my pork tornadoes.
Well, they catch so much hate, the pork tornadoes.
Your girlfriend's favorite band is their slogan.
Yeah,
whatever. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, they catch so much hate that they do those. What do you call them? Those they read their own hate.
Oh yeah,
mail,
what is
their
that?
hate
Like
tweets.
the tweet? Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Whatever it is. Yeah, they're funny for doing that.
There. All right. So then one of the big ones that seems to be every day is the vague poster.
Oh.
So like, ooh, I could really use some good vibes and wish me luck today. Big day. Hope it goes well.
Could be a job interview.
What?
Could be a heart procedure.
Anything.
You
Tell us.
You don't
why
know.
you got to do that.
Yeah, I really could use prayers today.
And then you reach out privately and be like, hey, I hope everything's okay. And they're like, yeah, my 3-year-old had a solo in the preschool concert today, and I was just really worried.
Oh,
What?
I thought I thought
We
you
went
were,
through all this for that?
I thought you were having a toe amputated. Why would you have a
What? Well, that would be the overshare, and then they'll
Yeah.
throw their bloody stump up on the table.
By the way, that's your
That's
hand.
like a lawn chair.
Yeah, it's a folding lawn chair
Sorry.
or an elephant.
Okay.
Yes,
Boy.
sound effects.
Wow. What about like the Debbie Downer or the
Oh.
Don and Debbie Downer? Nothing's good. Everything sucks. Hate everything.
Oh, yes.
People can't drive. They can't park. They can't cook. They can't walk right. They look funny. Everything sucks.
Everything sucks in their life.
And a lot of those people, mind you, I've learned this, have dash cams so they can record how bad you suck.
Well, that's another level. And some of the people, we're not without sympathy. We're not without empathy for the suffering, but some people their persona is misery. Like,
Yeah.
how you get,
I can't get a date this week. Let me tell you why.
try being a little more upbeat. Yeah, it can, and it can be like, just had another terrible day. Just thinking about getting drunk, going to bed. I don't have anybody to hang out with. I mean, it's depressing, and you feel bad on some level, but then you start to recognize these people that like their identity is being unhappy.
So let me ask you this. If you see one of those people that comes across as absolutely wildly negative in all of their posts, and let's say we see them at a bar or restaurant or somewhere, I'm thinking, God, please bless me with a shield of invisible right now so I don't have to hear this misery.
Let
Do
the
you do that?
shirt turn camouflage. You don't want to get cornered by a really long negative story that you know is going to be one thing on top of another. And a different version of this is when you have a mutual friend that they now can't stand. So they start dumping on that person or an ex, and you're kind of in the middle and you can't say anything. All of that is in play, but yeah, it can be a lot. What else you have?
The lurker. The lurker
lurker.
is like I'm kind of a lurker. I don't post very often, but I will read everything you post. You post it, I'm reading it. But I'm not going to post a lot. I'm trying to get better, but I'm a lurker.
Why don't you post more? Because you get mad. That's what it is. You get mad.
no.
You know how many
Oh, I don't get mad. No.
I think you do. Do you know how many times you contact me and say, so-and-so just said,
So-and-so said what?
why are you pinching me under the table here?
I was about to fall.
I think you were saying, don't say that. Are you worried I'm going to out something?
don't say a name.
I'm not going to say a name,
Okay.
but you do sometimes say, I am ready to clap back and I'm coming with everything I
Oh.
have.
Oh, well,
What do you think I'm talking about?
Well, you have your Facebook page is a whole, like, sometime I want you to give me permission to like rip the Band-Aid off and just tell the people, certain ones, you know who you are, Get and Go lovers. I would like for you, I just want you to let it rip. I have things to say.
That would be entertaining, but
I'll do that when I'm about to quit my job and you're about to quit your job.
I think my Facebook page gets a bad rap because
Mostly it does.
the overwhelming majority of people on there want discourse. They welcome discussion. They're very positive. They
are.
you know, they've been
No,
there.
you're right.
They've been there for some tough times for me. Like when Cade, who's producing the show today, when he was fighting for his life, there were
True.
I mean, Facebook meant so much to him and to them. When I lost each of my parents, it was like a big hug from people. Most people are really positive, but you can't stop the trolls. And there are some anonymous trolls in
Those
there.
are the Don and Debbie Downers. They're
they-
just out there trolling.
Or they're trolling for their own amusement because they're bored or
That's true.
whatever it is. They just want to throw a grenade in all of it, and
Yeah.
it's like the Jokers. Some people just want to watch the city burn.
So where does the person who you post something you're proud of or whatever, like I feel like we posted some photos of our son's wedding and somebody was like, who cares?
Oh, I don't know.
We care, but you don't have to say that.
I don't know what the type is for that.
What
but
is that guy?
There'll be that for this podcast today. Somebody be like, "Who cares? What do you? Why would anybody?"
I don't
want
care
to
that
watch
you
it?"
don't care, but thanks for the download.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that I never understand. It's just like sometimes in my world of sports, people come on and they'll crap all over wrestling or NASCAR or whatever sport. If you don't like it, that's fine. But some people do like it, so let them like it. You know, it
I don't
doesn't
think we have
take
a
away.
category for that guy.
Yeah,
Or
I
gal.
don't know. That is a good category too, and it is somebody. It is the person that needs to always tell you. And I have a few of these, like on almost every post I do. They're just like, no one cares what you think, or why? Who cares? Well, why are you taking time out of your day to come here? You're not obligated to visit or to post. But yeah, that's
Can
a
we
different
like make
category.
a secret? Not well, it won't be secret, but can we just make a deal that the people that post those, I don't care, I can just put the middle finger emoji.
No,
like
no.
my comment can be middle finger.
No, because I think
I think
most
that's a great.
I think
response.
most people.
You don't say anything, but
No.
it means a lot.
I think in most cases, those are people that, for whatever reason, they're just unhappy with their lives. And if they see other people being happy, it's hard for them. And their way of responding to it isn't to improve their lives or be happy that you're happy. It's to just tell you that you suck or that they don't care. I think it's a form of unhappiness. That's being charitable in some cases, but I
You're
think
being
overall.
way too.
Okay, middle finger.
Proper.
That's how you want to respond to it. Middle finger.
Yeah, move on.
All right. What other types do we have?
We have a couple types. The real time poster. So this person wakes up and says,
Just woke up.
or like, hey, good morning. Couldn't sleep last night. Been up since 6. Good for you. And then they're like, up 8:30, driving at McDonald's. Empty. Got myself the number 3. Can't beat it. And then what's next?
Just pulled into work. Had a good space. Yep. Punched in 5 minutes early. Looks like Karen's not here today. Yeah, it's like real
Forgot
time
to pack my
updates
lunch.
with photos.
Everything's got a photo. It's a play-by-play of their day. And usually it's really boring.
All right. We have any other types or that?
One more.
One more. Let's
Well,
hit it.
I mean, there's a couple, but
Yeah, let's hit
let's
it.
move
Let's
on.
hit it.
No, the political poster.
Oh, geez. Yeah. How did this come last? This
I'm
is.
afraid of it.
Oh gosh, yeah. This person, these people, it doesn't matter what the subject is, it's turning political. Just pretend you're posting something benign.
Had a great time at the family reunion with my grandma that I haven't seen for
I'll tell you who wouldn't know what to do at a family reunion. That's Trump, because he's had so many families. All right.
But then the flip
All right,
is,
no flip. Give me another example of that.
wow, that Taco Bell burrito was sure good today.
I bet you Joe Biden wouldn't even know if he's at a Taco Bell. He'd just be wandering around outside in the parking lot. Every post turns political.
True.
All right, without further ado, let's get to what is fast becoming our most popular segment. I don't know.
It's show 2. It's huge.
It's huge. Buy or cry. Now, last week, God, I'm so glad.
Last week
I'm
was
so glad the
RoboTwist.
weekend's here. So glad. All right, last week, I went with cry because I just think the Robo Twist is too complicated,
No,
and I can open jars.
I can't.
But you've been using it.
I've used it several times last week.
Yeah, you've been using it.
I did.
It's a cry for me.
I
So
opened
disagree with last
salsa.
week.
I opened a jar of salsa, and I opened a jar of chicken bouillon something or other.
I heard from one of our friends,
Oh,
Diana. She said, "I've got the Robo Twist, and I like it." So
it's good.
all right, $20 for the Robo Twist.
$19.98.
By the way, we're not paid to do this or these products or anything. We're just picking random things. And if you have a suggestion for something you'd like us to buy or cry, we'll figure out a way to get it expensed at Iowa Everywhere. Just send it to Happy Hour
at iowaeverywhere.com.
Happy Hour at
spelled out.
iowaeverywhere.com. Yeah, Iowa spelled out.
And the email's working now.
All right. Yeah, it's all going out. This week, the pink stuff. So, Jenny, tell me about what this is supposed to do.
Well, if you read on the side, it does a whole lot of things. You basically can wash anything with it, and it's supposed to be a miracle.
Supposedly.
It's supposed to be.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle product.
It claims that it's a miracle cleaning paste. Let's see if it is.
Okay, we're gonna find out here.
We did a video because we didn't want to spend the whole thing.
Yeah,
walking around.
we didn't want to do Happy Hour from an oven. And one of the things that this claims is that it will clean the dirtiest ovens. Okay,
Oven photo right there.
roll
Oven.
the video.
All right, buy or cry this week. Let's see if this stuff works. This oven, give it a looky-loo. Don't get too much in there. People don't need to see how
Jeez.
filthy we are.
If I had $1 for every time I've slaved in
For every time you cooked there, you'd be broke. Swirl in the pink squeezy miracle scrubber into the paste. Rub the surface gently. This does not swirl gently, but let's go. Oh, wow, okay. I don't think it's been cleaned ever. I have big doubts. It's not time to cry yet. I hate that I have to rinse all this off with some kind of something next. All right. Applied it, did the gentle scrubbing motion. Now it says wipe it off with water.
What's your confidence level?
It is very low. Oh,
Initial reaction.
I'm crying. Not only does it not really work very well, now I still have to clean this all up. Cry, sob. This doesn't work.
Yeah, that
That oven looks like it came from getting.
yeah. Oh man. And is this a before or after picture? It'd be the same.
It's the same.
It'd be the same.
Doesn't matter, and I don't remember. It look. Yep.
This is a cry, and it said, what did this cost?
Like $10. Let's go $9.98. I think.
Okay, and this says you can use it for sneakers. I wouldn't put this on my nice sneakers.
No. It says the miracle cleaning paste. I think it should say it's a miracle if it does work, because it doesn't work and it's awful.
Yeah, all right. Thumbs down, cry
Spike it.
for the pink stuff. All right, Jenny, I have a question.
What?
What's in your feed? Little concerned this week because
No,
I
don't
know.
be.
No,
Here's the
I am.
thing.
I
We
am.
have to discuss it.
Okay.
You know, we have a few like little trips coming up, and denim shorts are kind of popular this summer. Maybe last summer too. I don't know. I'm not a fashionista, but
Like jorts?
well, they could be jorts. They could, yeah, denim.
Denim shorts are back in.
Denim shorts are back in.
Okay.
Yes.
Because denim shorts were in
So
when I was young.
I'm not saying they're in for you. So I went on a search for some denim shorts, and I thought, you know what?
For you. And you were really thinking of buying some.
Yeah.
You're ready to pull off the denim shorts in 2025.
Yep. I
Okay.
think
All right.
I got
Did you
it.
find some?
Let's look at what my options were.
Okay, let's do it, Cade.
So I would like
whoa.
So I would like to first say that my coworkers and we had been talking about this company.
Sheen?
Ladies, you are going to understand the dilemma here. Is it Sheen? Is it Shine? Guess what? We looked it up. It's Shein. You're supposed to say she and N, like it's two words, Shein. So I thought, you know what? Great bargains there. Let me see what they've got. So as you can see, I type in the Shein search bar,
Yep.
denim shorts, women. So it pulls up on the right. You know, I'm like, those aren't horrible.
The abs are sold separately, the stomach, the torso.
Yeah, maybe.
What's going on the left here?
Well,
this woman looks like
that's
she
where-
was accidentally hit by a road painting crew.
Or that she's not wearing shorts when I clearly said denim shorts women. I buy those, they're pants.
These look like the shorts that basketball players wore in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah. So I was like, no. Let me see what else we got. So I keep scrolling. And then it
Whoa.
Yeah, so then it brings up shorts with holes. It brings up something that shows me your hip.
The Slay Diva women's fashion.
If that's what it says,
These are $10.75. Well,
yeah,
there's not much material.
You can see why I was interested. Women casual, washable. Great.
Well, you're going to need to wash them up after they've been up your crack.
Jesus. Okay, so I was like, still haven't found what I need, and then I moved on.
Okay.
And then I was like,
Whoa.
holy hell. I didn't ask for denim underwear or like denim held together by two pieces of black string on a hoochie mama. Like it just kept getting worse. So
Where is she? Where is she at? Where does this come from?
Shein,
Shein.
it's imported from China. That's why it's so cheap.
Well, what about the tariffs? Could the tariffs affect this?
You don't know. So I kept scrolling. And then, what? Huh? And then suddenly up pops Svetlana straight off the set of 90 Day Fiancé and a K1 visa. And I was like, well,
I don't know what any of that means.
people that watch 90 Day Fiancé know what a K1 visa is.
Prayers up.
And it also means there ain't no tariff on Svetlana's ass. So she's out there that's a very old car. And what are those called? They're called like Breeziaya.
Gee, I don't know.
So I kept scrolling because I don't want those shorts.
So far,
Next thing you know,
this looks like a tourniquet, like right above the thigh and right below the. There's some kind of injury, so you have to have like a little tourniquet just to keep some pressure on the area.
These are
Stupid.
jorts that are jacked up jorts,
Like they're
cargo jorts.
Yeah, they're like Jargos.
They're
They're Jargo.
They're jacked up Jargos. So
All
I looked at those and I was like,
how long did you look at these?
didn't take long. There's a lot to look at, but these
All right.
clearly stuck out. So finally, I was like, all right, I'm going to scroll one more page. Let me see what we've got. And holy Lord.
Wait, hang on.
What?
All eyes on me. Well, that you are asking for it. I mean, if you wear that, all eyes will be on you. And what do you
When you sit down in those shorts,
do for underwear?
that obviously you don't wear any, but you sit down and you've got some denim jammed up your yam something fierce. Like, you are not. You are. There's no way anybody's walking around with those and sitting. Those are awful.
I don't think I can keep this up. I don't think I can get to the next show.
You're going to be all right.
Oh.
Nobody likes this.
Oh,
If you
okay.
bought those, I'd like to hear from you. And I'm going to need... Actually, no, I don't want a picture of you in them.
Happy hour at iowaeverywhere.com. I need a little cheers just to get my composure back.
You all right?
Yeah, the weekend's here. I'm glad to be here. It is happy hour.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on from that. I was starting, first of all, you understand that last week we had, and thank you, thousands of just audio downloads. Now, what are those people missing when they just suddenly hear you blurt out about denim and a yam?
Well,
I don't have a reference point.
I hope. I mean, do you want me to try and describe what those shorts look like?
No. Let's move on.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Let's open up the Murphy Family album.
Get out.
Last week, we reached back into the Murphy Family album about a year and a half, a little over a year and a half, and we showed you admitting that you pissed yourself.
Yep.
And I got some
fine.
feedback on that.
What was it? Let's hear it. It was probably from a man. It wasn't from a woman that was 50 and had children.
Why are you assuming the negative? Maybe I heard from nothing but people that thought it was candid and
It was
lovely.
It was the way you said it.
Yeah, no, actually, people that I heard from said it made them laugh and they really enjoyed it.
Oh, that
and
was
that
nice.
it, and it was nice. And
Thanks,
that
guys.
and that they hoped you cleaned your pants.
I am.
All right, this week in the Murphy Family album, we're going back about a year.
Almost a year, not quite.
Not quite a year. So this isn't even a year ago. Is this?
Okay, before we see this though, because I've seen it already, can we find something in the album that doesn't highlight something dumb I did?
Well, I'm picking the videos.
Jeez.
So if you were me and you were picking the videos,
When
would
is
you?
my turn to pick? I get to pick next week.
No.
Do you think we get to come back again?
Oh yeah, maybe.
You said, oh yeah, and then maybe those don't
Well, I
match.
thought about it. I thought about the yam. Maybe. All right. So this week's Family, what is it? What's the, it's Song and Sips or Summerfest? What is
It was Ankeny Summerfest.
at Prairie Trail?
Yes, the
Okay.
district at Prairie Trail.
Yeah, the district. Don't forget the district part.
I think that's important. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like I have a
You got a bat in the cave?
I
Let me
do.
see.
Do you have a bat in the cave?
Don't breathe out hard.
So that's a yes.
Yeah, you got a bat in the cave. Just be fine. You're fine.
Do you think this is awkward?
No, it's on this side.
Okay, so just don't
Right
look-
now, you feel a rock in there when I push that, don't you? You're like,
do.
ooh wee,
I do
ooh.
right now.
Child, yeah.
Ooh. Back to Summerfest. So, I think let's just roll the video. I think it speaks for itself. Oh my goodness. Okay, so first of all, Colin is at Arizona State and he's seen everything there. That is a party school. Now he makes good grades.
We don't always have to give that disclaimer. He could just rage and it's fine.
Well, he's out of party school. He's of age. He does rage,
Yeah, good for him.
but he's shocked by what he's seeing. And you got to
I think
think
he's shocked. I think he's proud.
he is. He's in a red hat and I think a white T-shirt. So, Cade, one more time. Look at Colin's shock at the shoey. Okay, your cousin Bridget
So then the
is walking around in shoes in hot weather. She's a lovely person, but she's walking around for hours in these shoes. And
don't dare me.
she took her shoe off and dared you to drink from that that shoe that could have fungus in it or sweat, toe jam.
I think it's why I never get sick.
because of your immunity.
Yeah. So yeah, but then bless her heart, she walked around the whole rest of the night to the Pork Tornadoes concert with one shoe and a sock. Because her shoe was soggy.
I remember that. Now it kind of makes sense because we also, as I was looking for a video this week, I also saw you in front of this huge fan doing the Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
The hair blowing and
Just like the white wind.
yeah, so you're doing that because you're drying the shoe.
Yeah.
Okay, did it get dry by the end of the night?
Didn't matter. She had to go home.
Oh, also one other thing. Sorry, Cade, could you roll it one more time? I think Jenny, I think you had a brace on your hand
Oh God.
or
that's
your
right.
wrist. I think you had a broken
It's
wrist.
from when I broke my thumb. No, it was my thumb.
Yeah.
I forgot that I
Oh my God! The pan down to the sock foot.
You know who did that? Corey. Corey took that
Oh,
video.
nice job, Corey. That was
Good job, Cocoa Bean.
Yeah, way to go, Cocoa Bean. Well, that's good. Hey, let's get into the weekend. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's wrap it up. Let's get it going.
Where's your shoe?
On my foot. On my foot. Cade Murphy produced today. Thank you, Cade.
Love
Hey,
you, Cade.
cheers to everybody. Hope you have a bunch of happy hours this weekend. We appreciate you watching, and we'd love it if you.
If you gave us a like, a subscribe, a thumbs up, you know what? I would love to get an Iowa Everywhere email. So happy hour at Iowa, spelled out, everywhere.com. Somebody just say hi.
Yeah,
Love
just say
that.
hi or
I'd love
make
it.
a suggestion. Or,
Oh, look at that. Thumbs
yeah,
up.
I get. Oh boy, I
Get the
do.
bat.
I
Get the
do.
bat.
I do have a bat in the cave. Thank you for watching Happy Hour. We're back
God, you
next.
just picked your nose on camera.
No, the graphics up. The graphics up. Yeah, thanks for watching Happy Hour. We'll be back next week unless they tell us we can't.
Bye, guys.